Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys had a great Friday. Obviously, we're in the weekend now, so we got all the miner data as far as the stock prices have done this past week, along with Bitcoin. So we're going to look into the basically Bitcoin versus miners, see how they did this week. See if we're actually red or green this week. We're going to be green a lot, but there's a couple companies that are still red for this week. So we'll take a look at those. We'll take a look at the stocks themselves, and we'll look at the order flow, see how that has been going on through this week for each one of those. Kind of see what the mood is, I guess, by investors as far as if there's more buying or more selling. So we'll take a look at that, and then we'll take a look at the numbers for the weekly and 8-week, 4-week, 12-week data that we have on the miners. As always, not financial advice, for entertainment only. Do your own research. Don't fall for scams. Spam posts get reported and deleted. All right, so let's take a look at Argo here. Argo does not have any order flow data in them. Obviously, they finished out the week yesterday at $1.10. They were up 0.09% on the day, which wasn't much. So let's take a look at Bitfarms here. Bitfarms, obviously, we have order flow for them. They obviously finished out the week at 456. They were up 1.79% on the day yesterday. And we can see here on the order flow that we had more inflows in Bitfarms than we had outflows. And I don't know if this is for daily or weekly, but I'm guessing this is for daily order flow here. And we can see here, yeah, it's daily. So we haven't had any large scale orders in the last 5 days. Or in the last 3 days, we had one here. And on the third day, we had a lot being sold out. But we also had on the 10th and the 11th, we had pretty good large order flows come in for buy orders, which offset, obviously, the sell orders here. So to me, that's a good sign. It looks like Bitfarms might be getting ready for another rebound here, possibly. They've obviously tested the 20-day moving average here, along with the 200-day moving average, which is a good sign. We'll see if we can test that again next week going forward. Let's take a look at Cleanspark. Cleanspark had a lot of outflows this past week. If we look at the data here, we can see inflow was 1.7 million, outflow was 2.3 million, and I'm guessing this is in Kilo USD. Kilo, huh? Okay, so is that 1,000 USD? So would that be, so okay, so that's 1,000. Okay, so sorry, so this is 1.7 thousand kilo, this is 2.3 thousand kilo. And as you can see, we've had large scale orders here in the last 5 days for sell orders, which is obviously a negative. But still the price was able to maintain basically kind of trading sideways here a little bit, and it didn't fall too much down, which is good to see. Obviously, large orders, we had 8%. Medium on the inflows, we had 19%, and then small was 14%. And on the outflows, we had 12% large, 27% medium, and 17% small. We can see the makeup of it here. So let's take a look at Digihost, if we got anything on them. And we do, and we don't have anything that's large-scale sale orders in the last 5 days. We do have, our outflows were more than inflows. So we had 31,449 for the inflows and 65,000 for the outflows for Digihost. And obviously, Digihost finished out the week at 399. It was up 310 yesterday, which was good. DMG, we don't have any order flow data for them. Excuse me, I clear my throat. All right, sorry about that. So no order flow for them. They finished out the day down 0.88% to 61.89. Hive, we got order flow for them. They obviously finished out the week kind of mixed bag. They had 2 good days where they had large scale order inflows and 1 day of large scale outflows. Inflow was 1.8 million here, and then outflows were 1.6. Obviously a net positive here on the order flow distribution. They finished out the week at 242, up 522% yesterday, which is really good. Hut also had a pretty good order flows here. Only 1 day where it was negative, and that was pretty large negative here, 723,000 outflow, and then they had a large inflow here on 111 of 212,000. So if we look at the inflows, we had 4.7 million roughly, and outflows 4.13. So more inflows than outflows, which is obviously a good sign, which could be a bullish sign on that. And they obviously finished out the week at 662, up 2.48%. Iris Energy, no large-scale order flows, but we do have some order flow data here. 276 inflows, 285, so a little bit more outflow than inflows, which is a little bit better sign here. They finished out the week at 1234, so at another 2.24% up yesterday. Mara is a mixed bag here as well on the large sale order flows. We had one pretty large day here on 110, which was 1.1, almost 1.2 million shares. Then we had 769,000, and then we were down 1.1, up 835,000, and down 1.3 million again here. If we look at the total order flows, we were inflow of 49.9, almost 50 million here, and outflow 47. So this is actually a net positive here on the order flows, which is a good sign. They finished out the week at 28.59, up 1.74% on the day yesterday. And then Mawson has pretty steady, good large order flows here in the last 4 days, except for yesterday. They were obviously 26,000, 41,000, 28,000, 27,000, and the overall inflow was 63,000, but the outflow total was 131,000, so double the outflow of the inflow, which is not good. So we'll have to see how that one plays out. They finished out the week at 503. They were down 5.09% yesterday. And then Riot, last one here on the list, they had pretty much a down week here. So large scale orders in the last 5 days. So 1.3 million on 10. They were down 2.3. Then 683,000 and 975,000 down, and then Friday, no data here, or 0. Net inflow was 26 million, and then outflow was 29 million, so a net loss here on the outflows, obviously. So that could be a bearish sign going forward to them. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers for the weekly here that I have on everybody, and we'll call it a day. So as we can see here, here's the latest prices that we have on everybody. Argo 110, Bitfarms 456, Cleanspark 818, Digihost at 399, DMG at 162, and Hive at 242. Is that correct? I wonder if I forgot to do something. Hive, where's Hive at? 242. Nope, that's correct. All right, 242. Hut at 662. Iris 1234. Marathon at 2859. Mawson at 503, and Riot at 2068. So if we look at the 1 week, we can see that everybody here is pretty much in the green. Bitcoin is up 3.71% on the week. It's up $1,541. Bitfarms was up 6.29% on the week. Full disclosure, I do own Bitfarms, Cleanspark, and Hive shares. So just so you guys know, Cleanspark was up 0.049. Digihost was up 6.4. So Digihost did the best, it looks like, out of the bunch here. And possibly obviously the guys in the red here did the worst. Mawson was down 4.19. Argo was down 3%. And then we have Riot up 1.57. Marathon was just up 0.35. Iris was up 2.92. And Hive was up 5.68. And then obviously if we look at the 4-week chart here, had you invested 4 weeks ago, you would be down on pretty much everything here. So let's take a look at the chart here on the 4-week. Go descending order. And we can see here, let's take a look at the graph, make it a little bit easier. So Mawson obviously lost the most on the 4 weeks. Had you bought back then, 37.82%, followed by Cleanspark, Iris, Marathon, Hut, Bitfarms, Hive, Argo, Riot, Digihost, and Bitcoin was only down 15.2 from 4 weeks ago, and DMG 14.86. So let's take a look at the 8-week chart here. See how everybody did on the 8 weeks. Down here. There we go. So Cleanspark is way down, 52%. Mawson is down almost 51%. Hut 8 is down 46% or 45%. Marathon 41, 40% for Riot, 38 for Argo, 36 for Bitfarms, Iris 35, Hive 34%, DMG is 31, and Digihost is down 24, almost 25, and Bitcoin is down basically 19.5, almost 20%. So you can see as Bitcoin falls, these guys fall even harder when that happens. And then if we look at the 12-week chart here really quick, we'll see how everybody compared. Start descending and go to the 12-week chart. And then we can see Cleanspark is down basically 60%, so they got really hit hard. Mawson was down 50.64, Hot Day was down 50, Marathon is down 45, Argo 34, Hive 31, Bitcoin is down 30%. So these guys here did better than Bitcoin in the last 12 weeks. Digihost only down 28%, DMG down 24, Riot down 24, and then Bitfarms obviously down 10.94. So hopefully, we've maybe reached the bottom here. We'll see how this plays out. But it looks like, well, at least we had one good week where we were in the green for the most part, except for Argo and Mawson was down. Mawson, I'm still waiting on them to provide their December numbers, and I think that might be why they are down. Investors are waiting to see what they actually mined in December. They haven't provided that yet. We'll see if they provide it. If not, if they don't provide anything until maybe their quarterly results, which would be a shame, I may have to basically put them off of here, put them into the non-reporting list or something like that, figure something out, because obviously we can't do our data here if they don't provide it. But yeah, I mean, right now we're having a pretty good week with Bitcoin being up, everybody else being up for the most part. We'll see if this continues on into next week. That'll be interesting to see. And then if we can obviously reverse the trend going back up. So interesting numbers here. It looks like for the most part, everybody I think maybe has hit bottom. We'll see, obviously. Only time will tell. We can look at the charts all we want, but it doesn't really matter until things actually change and progress for the better. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think of this. Where do you think Bitcoin's going to go in the next couple of days, 2 weeks? Are we out of this basically bottom that we possibly hit here at 40,000 or so? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell. Helps me out tremendously. That's all I ask of you guys. So until next one,